Ice Spicington, huh? Ice Spicington. Did she fall off? Did she fall off for real, for real? Like, all the way fall off? I mean, I think she getting there. She definitely getting there for sure. But I don't know if she fell off yet. Not yet. I mean, she still got some ass to shake. I'm just saying. By the way, what's good, yo, too? I just want to say you're welcome. Because I already know you going to say. Thank you, Zaire, for this video. But hey, man, look. The end of Ice Spice. Let's see.
So it's no secret that rappers come and go every single year. One moment an artist can be on top of the game, with everyone wanting a feature, and the next they can be completely falling off.
Damn, what did happen to Jack Harlow?
What's falling off? You know what I'm saying? I done made 30 million. I don't gotta do. Yo, do I gotta keep making music, bro? I don't need to, bro. I'm rich as shit. I don't need to make music. I do it because I know I still have fans.
And with that fall off, obviously comes a lot of scrutiny and
I
public
mean, he
embarrassment.
kinda right. 30 mil, I mean, you chilling. 30 mil, you chilling, right? But it's still like, from everybody else's perspective, nigga, you fell off. You garbage. You feel me?
And the saying really is true.
But
that
30
the
million
quicker
is
someone
30
rises
million, my
up,
nigga.
the faster they will
Can't
likely
even
fall
cap.
back down to the bottom. There is a myriad of reasons for this phenomenon. For one, we obviously
The
live
baby
in the
having a
fast food
comeback,
era
no cap.
of media, from movies to music, and even videos and online content we digest on a daily basis. Most pieces of major media now seem to lack a certain quality they possessed in the past. And I'm not necessarily just talking about from a budget standpoint. Today things seem more rushed, more formulaic, less thought out, and moments tend to come and go faster than ever before.
That's
We
facts.
live in an age of information and content overdrive, and with social media, anyone and everyone can now go viral. And every day there are millions of people desperately yearning and grinding away to try and get themselves out there. Meaning when someone does make
I mean,
it,
shit.
there is a good chance
I mean, shit. I mean, shit. I mean, shit. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, shit.
that hundreds, if not thousands of
No cap.
people will try and replicate their success in some shape or form. And since most of the artists who blow up really fast do not have the fan base in place to carry them through the tough times, it's easy for these fickle fans to turn their backs on or simply stop caring about a rapper's music.
There's so many parts of that era of rap where like people got fame so fast, they were so young, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that was some of the foresight that he was saying, not even necessarily about quote unquote falling off, you know what I mean? You don't think he predicted anything?
I'm like, bro, who's he talking to?
Shit.
No.
It's like trying to build a house with no foundation. Like if one strong gust of wind comes through, or adversity in this case, well, suddenly no one is playing the music, no one is going to the shows, other artists stop hitting you up, and the industry decides they no longer...
I feel like the baby is a bad example for this though. I feel like he has a pretty cool fan base. I think niggas just canceled him for no reason because he was just, you know, niggas just canceled him. I don't think it was like anything with his music or nothing. He had good music. Well, I mean, well, no, not to me. But I don't think the baby a good example for this.
I want to
be
play
honest
with you.
In terms of like not picking up phone calls, I ain't know.
By the way, this is an
I
Ice
ain't no
Spice
friend
video. I don't
anyway,
know
though,
where
you know
she
what I'm saying?
is,
So
but
that ain't had no type of effect on me. Like I barely called. I ain't called. When I was on top.
Oh yeah, and you still owe the label 5 albums. You gotta pay back the advance they gave you, which is really just a high interest loan. They now own your masters. They own your
y'all gotta
likeness,
stop
and they're
signing
taking
labels,
most of
signing
the
to
money
these
from
labels,
your
bro.
tour, if you can still do that, to try
Just
and
saying.
recoup their investment on not only you, but
Nothing
20
good
other
in the
failed
label,
artists
bro.
before you. Not to even mention your new lifestyle and image you can no longer
Damn,
afford
how long ago was
eating away
this?
at your
I ain't
pockets.
seen that nigga
By
hella
the time
long.
many artists finally see this reality, it's far too late to turn back. Like even when you strike when the kettle is hot and the industry likes you, you still will likely be replaced at some point. This combined with an intense oversaturation of the music market has really affected an artist's chances of maintaining relevance for more than a couple.
Yo, where did this nigga go? Where was he at? What the fuck? No, okay. There was no way he was gonna flourish in the game, bro. Niggas knew that this nigga was a meme rapper, bro. He's basically a Dave Blunt. He was Dave Blunt before Dave Blunt. Deadass. Come on.
Couple of years.
All right, I've been
Niggas
like,
knew he wasn't
number
gonna last.
one song had or like, you know, album sells this, you know, and then I put out some shit that's like I take a kind of a left turn and experiment with, you know, a different, and it doesn't hit. you know, and how fickle and how fast people can just be like, oh, he fell off, or he, you know, it's a game of, you know, you ride these waves and what altitude you're at, and
that's what I feel like.
To stay at
damn, that's a hard ass Wayne shirt. But I feel like when you an artist and then you come out like with some hard shit and niggas like it, bro, you gotta stay on that wave for a few years at least, and then you change your shit up. You can't just change up right away, because niggas gonna be like, what the fuck? This is not what I came here to hear. Literally.
Like,
so
altitude,
you just gotta play that shit smart. Where the fuck is Ice Spice? I'm trying to see some ass.
I mean, how long of a run can you? Because it's crazy.
Now, with that being said, let's talk about
There
Ice
we
Spice, a female rapper who took the internet by storm over the last couple of years, but more recently has seen a serious downtrend in her career, and now tens of thousands of people are unfollowing her every single day.
And
Ice
I think
Spice
she's
is
on
a
her
New York
fall off
rapper
right
from
now.
the Bronx who started making music back in 2021.
How was that growing up there? Like,
I thought that was Pierre, nigga.
It was
what
fun.
the fuck?
It was real fun.
My
like,
God. Look how much ass she used to have.
fighting off crackheads and shit like that.
And over a
But
year
she was
later, she
big
would
as
find
hell.
herself going viral with her music video for her song Munch. This was back when TikTok was turning out #1 records on a daily basis, and for Ice Spice, that was really no different.
How much was there before Munch, and then how long did it take for things to go crazy?
So there was a couple songs before Munch. It was probably like 4 songs, I think.
From the start, she knew that her greatest asset was just that. Shaking her rump, rubbing her cooch, and rapping in that New York accent made her infamous right off the bat.
That shouldn't have been that funny, nigga. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny. We gotta respect women, bro. That wasn't funny, bro. That wasn't funny.
I mean, some people were hating on her, a lot of people were loving her, but all that mattered was that she was finally popping off.
Growing up, I always would just like write little raps, and I never wrote like full songs though with like hooks and verses until I got a little older and I started to understand song structure more. But I always had like this like want to write, basically.
Even in promotional videos that she made before she went viral, it was beyond clear that she knew that her body was her ticket to fame. And at this point, she's one of those people who's known more for her likeness and her sex appeal than her actual music.
I feel like a lot of people think that, oh, I'm just like this like pretty girl that like posts on Instagram, but there's like millions of pretty girls that post on Instagram, and like, you know, you have to really contribute to the culture in order to like matter.
I would actually say that her existence online is more like a meme than a rapper. Now, to be clear, the two do go hand in hand in her success, and she could not have one without the other. I mean, recently she was on stream with Kai Cenat. He tells her to freestyle, and guess what she does out of pure instinct?
Okay, let me hear you freestyle. Come up.
Oh, there's no way. Oh, there's no way.
So much
Oh,
comes
there's
out.
no way. This bitch just sat there and shook her ass instead of freestyling. Oh my God, that's how you know she ass. That's how you know it's somebody garbage. And you know damn well she heard that nigga say freestyle, nigga. He ain't say shake your ass. Plus, he's streaming to straight kids. What are you doing? Oh, these niggas don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my gosh. I ain't never seen that clip before. What the fuck?
It goes viral.
What am I looking
She
at?
signs a record deal and starts showing up doing live performances where her job is strictly to get up there and shake that ass. It was at that time that she would be seen frequently with Drake, and rumors of the two dating of course surfaced from there.
Oh, he
Under
definitely
the label,
did.
she
That
would
big ass
release her
dick.
first EP,
Just saying.
which featured more viral songs like Bikini Bottom, In Her Mood, Deli, and Princess Diana with her longtime idol Nicki Minaj.
When I met Nicki, right, for the first time in person, I was like at her studio and she was like doing her glam and stuff. And
Were you
then
nervous?
I was nervous.
Yeah.
She came out, right?
Yeah.
And I was fine. But she came out and she looked at like my manager, James, and like Riot and stuff, and my photographer and everything. And then she came at me. And when she came to me and she hugged me, I started crying because it just felt like I cried, but I walked away. Like I didn't say anything to her. I was just like,
This EP was a pretty massive success for her. I mean, to me it all sounds like one long song, but the target audience definitely ate this up. It was like the perfect music for women, and I would think gay men, to get ratchet to. Songs about being a baddie, twerking that ass, getting money, and things like that.
But
Don't
she
get me wrong,
garbage,
with this
bruh.
newfound fame also came a lot of new people who absolutely despised her.
I feel like when you're like huge, and people just gonna want you to fall. You know what I'm saying?
But either way, as long as people were talking about
Realistically, we don't want you to fall. We rather see you here. No cap. It's just we don't want the music. Like, okay, you did it. You blew up off your music shit. Now you can dead ass just go to OnlyFans, bro. Like, I've been begging for you to make an OnlyFans. Please. I am begging. Like, please, my nigga. I'm running out of material. Dead ass. How am I running out of material in a world full of material, my nigga? Please, Ice. Like, I'm begging. Like, dead ass. Please make an OnlyFans. That's all I care for.
about her and she was still going viral, I doubt either she or her label could care less. This EP was enough for the machine to be willing to pour more money into her career, and she would really hit it big with her next single, Boy's a Liar, catching another viral TikTok song, and further pushing her image into the public eye. And if you needed any more evidence that Ice Spice was playing the game correctly, she would get a shout out and even a feature on a Taylor Swift song called Karma, which in the music industry is like getting LeBron to back you and say you're a great player who he wants on his team.
LeBron? We comparing Taylor Swift to LeBron? LeBron? Nigga? LeBron? We comparing Taylor Swift to LeBron. Who's Taylor Swift compared to in basketball terms? I would say, I mean, she up there for sure. She definitely, but Kanye made her famous. So who made somebody famous in the NBA game? I would say she's probably like a fuck it. I was gonna say Kyrie, but Kyrie my favorite player, so fuck this bitch.
Two seemingly became friendly. Taylor Swift said that she was always listening to Ice Spice's music apparently, and she was even with her at the Super Bowl doing very weird things with her hands. And it really did seem like Ice Spice would solidify herself with the release of the massive Barbie movie last year, as her second song with Nicki Minaj would be synonymous with this Barbie resurgence.
She a demon.
This hit actually made her the first rapper to release 4 songs that reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the very same year, which is very hard for me to wrap my head around when we've had artists like Drake, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Akon, and DMX, amongst many others who have been absolute superstars over the years. Either way, 2023 was a great year for the ginger rapper.
They have you declaring her as the artist perfectly poised to have a breakthrough year in 2023. You feel like this is your time, this is your year?
For sure.
But 2024 so far has not been as kind to her.
Yeah, you know what? I will say, I remember 2023, she was doing very, very good. She wasn't in no like politics, no media crazy shit. Like, she was actually, there was only positive shit around her name in 2023. But 2024, we about to hear what
it has me looking at her career through the same lens that I see someone like DaBaby, just 2 individuals who struck lightning in a bottle, who had their own unique sounds and went super viral and then super mainstream for about a year or 2, and then once that newness kind of wears off, every song kind of starts to sound the same, and when aided by a little bit of controversy, they start to fall off. Now, in the name of continuing her fast food music run, she would come out with a rather prophetic lead single for her debut album, Y2K, Think You the Shit, Fart, which was a perfect way to kick off this album. Think you the shit, bitch? You're not even a fart. Yes, that is the chorus to this masterpiece. And this was actually a diss towards fellow female rapper Lotto, as the two had been sending subliminal shots at each other for the last year. Talk about a joke of a song that many people likely had to approve before it came out. She actually has a ton of bars over the years about pooping. I'm the shit. I'm that bitch. I'm Miss Poopy. I'm Miss Poopy, but I never smell. An artist's debut album is definitely something that could make or break their career, and with her using this as the lead single, that led to this album selling a modest 28,000 copies. Which, let's be honest, 28,000 is not that bad for an artist of her caliber, but with the backing of a major record label, and the fact that she was technically selling this album on pre-order for over 10 months before it would even come out, and then when you package that information with all this bullshit limited bundles artists can now count as sales once again, you'll see that the 28,000 number is very inflated. Can you guys imagine getting this shit on vinyl? Jesus Christ.
Literally, like,
the
what
other
the
thing is
fuck?
that year over year, Ice Spice has lost over 50% of her monthly listeners on Spotify, while producing her
What the
debut
hell?
album in the process. Meaning her old songs are now cooling off,
Bro.
and her new songs are not hitting like the old ones.
She dead ass needs to take the Bad Baby route, bro. Dead ass. She needs to take the Bad Baby route. How much money did Bad Baby take on make on OnlyFans, bro? I think she was making over like 80 mil. What? Bitch? The fuck? Are you stupid? If I was Ice Spice, I'd drop that sex tape today, nigga. That shit going double stupid platinum, nigga.
In fact, she doesn't even look happy in her natural habitat of twerking anymore. And now with this latest feud
I
that she
seen
has
that
found
shit.
herself in, she is losing followers and fans at a massive rate. And it all really started when she decided to take a rapper named Cleo Trappa on tour with her. Basically, this Cleo person would come forward and say that Ice
Cleo
Spice
Trappa,
treated
ain't
her
it Cleopatra?
like shit during the duration of this tour.
Nobody should make you feel less than or make you feel like shit because they gave you an opportunity.
The two of them had apparently been industry friends for the last couple of years, but it sounds like the extent of their relationship was mainly public appearances and content creation.
It's like every time she's like inviting me out, because we never chilled on some like chill shit, bro. Like it was never like just some chill. It was always like in the blogs the next day.
Oh,
and the
wasn't
song is
this her
dropping
best
too.
friend or
So
some
it was
shit?
like, what? This girl kind of uses me for her rollouts.
She was set to open for Ice Spice, but was actually only offered this opportunity one day before the tour began, claiming that the reason Ice Spice invited her to come perform in the first place had to do with her trying to rebrand her image to make it look a certain way.
So the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning.
I never even
Cleo,
knew the
come
lore.
on
I'm
tour
knowing
with
now.
me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever, ever, ever brought me out on stage.
And despite worries about the last minute invite, Ice Spice insisted that everything would be taken care of, from her travel accommodations like food and a place to stay, to her actual performances. Keep in mind, this was a strenuous, unpaid opportunity that would take months of her life. Now obviously, when someone goes on tour and opens up for
Unpaid
another
too?
artist, it is
Hell
usually
no.
a great chance for them to gain a ton of fans and exposure. So oftentimes the bigger artists will recruit someone who makes similar music to them, or at least someone who can capture a similar fan base. Like back in the day, I saw Logic and Big Sean open up for Kid Cudi, and it was amazing because I knew all three artists, and so did most of the crowd. So I'm sure Cleo saw this as a big opportunity, but apparently once she would go on the tour, the mistreatment would begin. For example, she claims that she would often be sent on stage before the show was even advertised to start, meaning she
Damn.
was performing to an empty venue.
Online says the show
Wow.
starts.
That's crazy, nigga. That's some hoe ass shit. That's some hoe ass shit right there. No cap.
at
That's some hoe ass shit.
8. It would even say 9 sometimes. And guess what time I was going on? At 7:30, 7:45. I was going on before the show starts. So that was kind of weird in itself.
Now apparently this was only the
Oh,
tip of the
hell
iceberg
no,
on
bro.
this shitty situation. She claims that she had one day to prepare
Hell
for the
no.
tour,
Literally one day. So I'm just like, what do I have to pay for? Nothing. You're going to be with me. You're good. You're going to be with me.
she wasn't allowed to bring anyone with her, and that she wasn't even listed on the lineup. And basically it sounds like she
What?
felt like she was being treated as a second-class citizen, not having a dressing room, not having a hotel room to sleep in, and not being
What was the
included
point of
in
bringing
team
her
meals while
along,
on
my
the
nigga?
road.
And we just sitting on the bus. We just like, yo, like, can somebody come with us to McDonald's? Like, nobody want to walk there by themselves. We fake want a man with us. They like, oh, that's mad far. Like, nah, like, word, there's a desert, it's scary. I'm like, okay. Nobody said anything about food still. Come to find out, everybody ate.
What the fuck?
Can you believe that? Everybody ate. Guess what? They all went to a steakhouse.
Oh,
Basically,
hell
like
no, nigga. If I'm with my niggas and they go eat a fucking steakhouse and I ain't eat shit, that whole bitch getting aired out, nigga. Facts. Oh, hell no. I feel for whoever this girl is. I feel for her. I ain't gonna lie. Everything she's saying sound crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is some whole ass shit. She's a horrible ass human being. I ain't never even heard of this. I never heard of this lore before. Ice is a horrible person.
She was not part of the plan at all, and that by the end of the tour it felt like she had overstayed her welcome. Remember, she wasn't even getting paid, and she even claims that while she was performing, her debit card was used to buy designer items behind her back, and it really just seems like the opportunity was not worth the stress, nor the time, or the effort that she was putting in, and that the opportunities she was missing out on to be there were far greater than what this had all turned into. On top of that, Ice Spice apparently stopped talking to her at all right in the middle of this tour. And basically outside of a stylist that she made friends with, she was pretty much on her own.
I didn't have a room. I was told I was going to be with her, but I didn't have a room. No room for me backstage at all. I was in her dressing room. I didn't have no writer. I was with her. I was so confused. Like, you're not being my friend, so I'm going to make more friends. Like, girl, it's like she wanted me to be miserable and alone, and it just didn't happen.
She just wanted a yes man around her.
For me, boo.
As some of you may know or probably don't know, I am a personal stylist, and I was hired as a backup stylist for Ice Spice Tour. And when I say everything that Cleo was saying is dead ass true, is dead ass true. Damn. The first thing that caught me off guard was when I first made it there. Okay, I get with Spice.
This nigga either gotta cut his hair or do something to it, my nigga.
I see she type got an attitude, so I asked her like, "What's up? Like, you good?" type shit, like, you know. Filling her out. She like, oh yeah, I'm cool, woo, woo. It's just Cleo black ass doing too much. I'm like,
hell no.
Hold up. So now I get back in the room with Ice. She on FaceTime with Riot. She letting him know.
Can Ice Spice even say that?
Yeah, she doing too much. She blowing my scale. She was like, bitches gotta go. They asking for too much. Woo, woo. Bitches acting broke. Like, I'm really tired of her black ass. And I'm like, damn, like, why does she keep saying this?
And let's be honest, guys.
Yo, she can't be saying black ass. I'm sorry. She ain't black enough. She ain't got enough melanin in her body to be saying that. I ain't gonna lie.
To get less than preferential treatment while on tour with a bigger act, and you do hear a lot of stories about openers not even spending any time at all around the main act despite them being on tour together for months. But granted, this was apparently her friend, who she allegedly begged last minute to do this with her.
I took a step back and just made the opportunity what I could make it, but it wasn't genuine at all. Nothing that you do is genuine. Everything is calculated. Like I said, I was the token black friend. You didn't have your other best friend around because you said that she didn't match your aesthetic. Like, there's something very wrong with somebody that is only friends with somebody for their aesthetic. Look how you talking to me like you was never even my friend, bro. She's just like, bro, this is why you never gonna be anywhere. This is why you never gonna get nowhere.
Man, this bitch thinks she Cardi. Aesthetic? Only Cardi can say some shit like that. Bro. Only Cardi can say that? Because everybody that be around him literally matches his aesthetic. Literally. If you want to be an opium, nigga, you gotta be opium, my nigga. You gotta be opium. This bitch Ice ain't got no fucking aura, nigga. What she got, nigga? All she do is shake her ass. This bitch thinks she Cardi. What?
If I was a careerless bum, why would you even bring me on tour?
Lastly, she would claim that Ice Spice has sold her soul.
Facts.
Everybody hold hands.
I completely agree.
Hold hands. Lord, thank you so much for bringing this amazing group together right now with this amazing stream and our amazing teams, Lord. We are all from the same place, and we are all trying to get to the same place, which is the top. And we all want to experience different things in our lives, Chad. So thank you so much for bringing all of us together. And I pray that you allow us to grow
my
on
gosh,
other people,
yo.
on each other. And
this bitch really sold her soul. This bitch sold her soul. I think this is probably the most blatant like rapper, artist, creator, anything. And you can literally see that she sold her soul. I think every single thing that she has done with God, prayer, like all that shit, you be seeing her little hands and shit. Bro, she sold her soul, bro. That shit's so crazy. And it's so crazy because you can tell when somebody sold their soul nowadays. Because they be doing all this weirdo shit that they wasn't doing before.
Reach any measures in his life and just watch over us.
Look how she acting. Like, why is her eyes open?
With our work and our amazing craft, and you help us
staring at this nigga smiling.
Amen.
She would also.
What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Oh, that's a devil's disciple. She's gone. That's a devil's disciple, man. Man, bro.
So share this text message exchange they
you
had
can make
where
it
she
without
expressed
selling
her
your soul, bro. I
frustrations
promise you
after the
can.
tour. And Ice Spice pretty much just replies in these messages that none of that was her fault and that it wasn't that deep. Later, she would even respond to these claims on a Twitter space where she had this to say.
Y'all put in laughing faces. Y'all know. Y'all know this is not funny. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now.
That was probably the weakest. That was the weakest shit I've ever heard in my life. I don't know if she was finna get some ha-has or she wanted some ha-ha. That was the weakest bar I've ever heard. This bitch said, the waitress asked, where did the food go? What waitress is asking that, bro? You supposed to eat the food, you dumb fuck. Yo, like...
Ow. You talking about some, she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big-ass room. Bitch, can I play with my one time?
Now this made people even more upset, and they called out Ice Spice's hypocrisy for clowning this woman for eating a lot, when many speculate that she's been off that Ozempic weight loss program. And the speculation actually got so strong that she released this like workout weightlifting video that really didn't prove anything. People also claim that she basically is someone who thinks that her shit don't stink, and that she has way too big of an ego for how volatile her career is at this point. I mean, honestly, I didn't think this was like the biggest deal in the world to really like cancel worthy, but with most of her fans being women, they aren't going to like the whole Mean Girls shit, especially when it feels like she was punching down here on someone who was supposed to be her friend, someone who she invited to come perform on this tour for free. I don't know, to me, if I'm her manager, we aren't releasing any more albums, just the occasional single trying to go viral on TikTok, and honestly, the primary focus shouldn't even be on rap anymore. Like, I think she has to transition into an influencer, or an IG model, or an OF girl, or some shit like that.
There you go, there you go. See, I'm telling you, I should really be a manager. I should really be a manager. Facts. I'll get this bitch tapes out there so quick, bruh.
Because to me, the curtains on her music career are closing pretty damn fast. But I do want to know what you guys think about Ice Spice. I want to know what you think about her
music
career.
career
I've yet to meet like a big Ice Spice stan in my life, but I'm sure they're out there. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But
I appreciate you, bitch ass nigga. But yeah, bro, yeah, she's over with, bro. Her music career over with. Hop on OnlyFans. You already sold your soul and everything, but you gonna make so much money, bro. Just hop on OnlyFans.